video, we will walk through how to create and submit an expense sheet as a worker, a contract worker at Lanel. The first thing you'll do is log into Fieldglass, and you will be brought to your home page. In the left corner, you will click Create Expense Sheet. You can also click the Create tab and Expense Sheet there. We'll click Create. The first page you're brought to outlines what type of expense you're trying to submit, and then it gives you available cost centers that can be charged. Now, this will be dependent upon your worker assignment. So for this worker, they are tied to different cost centers, so you'll just choose which one that you need to charge. Say, for example, we were choosing a room rate. You'll choose which cost center. Some workers may only have one, and then you'll just choose the one. But for this example, let's take a room rate. So we want to charge it to this cost center. Again, if you only have one, you'll just choose the one. All right. If we had multiple things that we needed to charge for, maybe a room tax as well, or parking, let's add parking as well. You can add as many expenses as you need to within one expense sheet. So we'll take parking and we'll charge it to the same department. So again, we're brought back here. If we needed to click one more, we could, but we're ready to go ahead. So what we'll do is we'll just scroll all the way down, and you can then see under the billable section, we have the parking and the room rate. So what we want to do is we'll fill out both of these, and then we'll get to submit. What we'll do first is we'll click the date that each of these expenses were incurred. So we'll want to backdate this. So maybe we'll say January the 5th, and we'll also do the same for the room rate. For the merchant, perhaps just parking company. You can add a description, parking for the hotel conference, you know, whatever the case may be. And then you'll add the amount. So maybe it was $25. Now for each expense, they do require receipts. So for this, you'll want to click the attachment icon and choose a file. And maybe we'll just choose maybe a test upload doc. Now again, you're going to want to choose the actual receipt, and then we'll attach. All right, and then you can see it uploaded. We'll want to do the same thing for the room rate. So maybe the hotel was Hilton, and then it was hotel for the conference. Maybe this was 200. And then again, you'll want to add a receipt. I'm probably just going to add the same document just for example purposes. All right, so you see I went ahead and added the test upload doc again. However, since I already had added it here, I can choose select existing file if you just have one document that houses all of the receipts. Either way, it's completely fine. And we'll click attach. You can enter any comments if you need to, anything that may be outside of the description, anything that you'd like to add. If you have another attachment, you can add it here, but typically you're just going to want to add them right under the particular line item. And then again, you can click complete later if you wanted to save it as a draft. Maybe you're not quite ready to come and submit it to your manager, but we're ready to submit. So we'll click submit and then submit expense sheet. Okay, so something to note before it goes to your manager to approve at Lanel, it's going to go to your supplier first. So every time you submit a timesheet, or excuse me, an expense sheet as a worker, it's going to go to your supplier. They'll review, add anything that maybe they need to, maybe there's an additional expense they need to add on your behalf. They can do that, and then it will go to your manager at Lanel to approve. That concludes how to submit an expense sheet.